Okay, everyone, welcome back. This is lesson 4.1 in our Intro to Business book. This section we're going to be looking at international business. We're going to explain the difference between imports and exports and describe the 3 barriers to international trade. So, international business is business activities that are necessary for creating shipping and selling goods and services across national borders. It's often also called world trade. If you remember, we discussed last one of the prior chapters about countries having limited resources. So, because we all have limited resources, we often need to get products from other countries. So we must do business with other companies in other countries in order to get the products that we need. These are called imports and exports. So an import is goods and services that the U.S. Companies buy from other countries. And an export is goods and services that the U.S. companies sell to other countries. A country's balance of trade is the difference between its exports and its imports. Positive balance of trade is your exports are greater than your imports. And a negative balance of trade would be your imports are greater than your exports. International currency. So the exchange rate is the value of currency of one country compared with the currency of another. So like the US, we use the US dollar. In Europe, they use the euro. So this is the exchange rate that's used to compare the currency. So now let's discuss barriers to international trade. Governments can establish laws and policies that can affect international trade. They use these to help control the imports and exports for the benefit of their country. We've got a quota is a device governments use to regulate international trade that sets a limit on the quantity of products that can be imported or exported. A tariff, it is a tax the government places on certain imported products to cause the price of those products to increase in the country's markets. Back in March, I think it was, of 2018, President Trump ordered a 25% tariff on imported steel and a 10% tariff on imported aluminum. And I believe that he has recently, I think beginning of this year, was motioning to extend that tariff. And then also an embargo. It's a device governments use to regulate international trade that completely stops the exports or imports of goods or services. Okay, so that covers chapter 4.1. Make sure you go back, read the chapter. Again, use your study guide, fill it out as you're reading, and then continue on with the rest of the sections in this chapter. Okay, thanks.